Easy returns with online shopping. One of the main concerns potential online shoppers have about the process of shopping online is whether or not it will be possible to return items which were purchased online. This is certainly a valid concern, but fortunately for these wary shoppers, making returns when online shopping is not very difficult. There are usually a few different options for making returns when online shopping. However, online shoppers should always be aware of return policies before they make an online purchase. This article will discuss a couple of the options for making returns when online shopping, including returning the items to a traditional store and shipping the items back to the online retailer. Returning online purchases to a traditional store. Online retailers who also have traditional stores often allow consumers to return items to the regular store instead of having to ship the item back to the online retailer. This is generally an option for large retailers who have a number of stores available. Consumers may want to purchase an item online for a number of reasons. The consumer may wish to make the purchase online because the item is not currently in stock at a local store, because the local store does not carry the item, or simply because ordering the item online is more convenient for the consumer. Still, other consumers may opt to purchase the item online because the online retailer does not have a traditional store located near the consumer. In these cases, the consumer would likely opt to ship the item back to the online retailer. However, in the other cases, as long as it is convenient, the consumer may wish to simply return the item to a traditional store. The process of returning items purchased online to a traditional store is often as simple as making a return on an item that was not purchased online. The consumer may simply have to bring the item with its original packaging and the receipt to the store. The consumer may then be able to receive an exchange, store credit, or a refund depending on the store's policy. As with any return, there may be rules which apply to whether or not the store will take back the item. These rules may vary from store to store, and even with different items purchased from the same store, so the consumer should verify these policies before making the purchase. Other options for returning online purchases. Consumers who make a purchase online and are dissatisfied with the purchase for any reason may have a number of options available to them for making returns. One of these options is shipping the items back to the online retailer directly. However, there are a number of ways in which this option can be accomplished. In some cases, the consumer is responsible for shipping the item back to the online retailer and assumes the financial responsibility for the shipping. This is usually the case when the consumer wishes to return the item for reasons such as changing his mind about the purchase or purchasing the wrong item. However, in cases where the item purchased from an online retailer is defective or the retailer shipped the wrong item, the online retailer may assume the financial responsibility for having the item shipped. In some cases, the online retailer will mail